Welcome to SWAC Baseball. If you want a conference where the regular season matters but the tournament still can flip everything, this is the league for you. The league sends 8 teams to the conference tournament, and almost every year, that format keeps the door open for chaos. In recent seasons, we've seen multiple teams finish with 20-plus conference wins, yet the championship still comes down to who survives the one weekend. Let's get started with Bethune-Cookman. In 2025, they were regular season champs, finishing 24-5 in SWAC play. Extremely impressive. They backed it up by winning the SWAC tournament, proving they could handle both formats. Offensively, the numbers were elite. In conference play, Bethune-Cookman hit .332 as a team, slugged .600, and totaled 60 home runs. That's not just good, it's top of the league offensive production. And they weren't just a hitting team either. With their conference ERA sitting under 5, gave them enough pitching stability to survive tournament play. For 2026, Bethune-Cookman remains one of the safest profiles in the conference. Next, it's only right to talk about Florida A&M, the pitching-driven contender. They posted a 25-5 SWAC record in 2025, placing second in the league in the regular season. They finished with the best team ERA in conference play, right around 4.2. That's what separates them. It's their run prevention. That matters in a tournament setting where one clean start can swing an entire bracket. If pitching consistency carries over into 2026, Florida A&M will absolutely be in the title conversation again this year. And then there's Grambling State. In 2025, Grambling finished 18-11 in SWAC play, which seated them in the middle of the bracket. But the underlying numbers tell a much bigger story. Grambling led the conference's top teams in home runs, finishing with 61 conference homers. This power gives them something few SWAC teams have, the ability to flip games instantly with one swing of the bat. Yes, the pitching has been volatile. Their conference ERA was north of 7 last year, which explains some of the inconsistency. But here's the key point. In a double elimination tournament, you don't need perfect pitching. You need 2 or 3 good outings, and you need guys that can flip the game with one swing of the bat. And if Grambling gets that, the offensive ceiling is as high as anyone in the league, which could end up leading to them being conference champions. So, those are the teams I see at the top of the league next year. Let's move on to the dark horses. Alabama State is a true dark horse. They finished 21-9 in SWAC play in 2025, earning a top 3 seed, and statistically they were the best pure hitting team in the league. In conference games, Alabama State hit .356 as a team. That type of contact-heavy offense keeps pressure on defenses every inning. If they catch that momentum in the bracket, they're going to be dangerous this year. Next, we're going to move on to University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. They fit the classic tournament spoiler profile. They earned a tournament bid in 2025 and have one of the most valuable assets in postseason baseball, a true ace. Kenny Fabian posted a 1.9 ERA in conference play, logging 66 innings with 3 complete games. One dominant arm can change everything in a short tournament. That's why UAPB belongs in the true dark horse conversation this year. Next up, we move to a real ceiling team in Jackson State. They entered the 2025 tournament as the 6th seed, but they featured the league's pitcher of the year, Eric Elliott, who finished conference play with a 2.7 ERA and around 90 strikeouts, and opponents hitting under 200 against him. If Jackson State gets that level of pitching again, they can beat anyone in the bracket. Now, let's talk projections. The 8 teams that I think are going to make the 2026 SWAC tournament. Based on recent conference records, program stability, and returning production, here's my projected field. Bethune-Cookman at 1, Florida A&M at 2, Alabama State at 3, and Grambling State at 4. Then I have 5th seed University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, 6th seed Jackson State, 7th seed Southern University, and 8th seed Texas Southern. That projection closely mirrors the recent tournament fields because in this league, consistency is usually rewarded over a full conference season. Now it's time for the predictions. I'm going to give you my prediction for the SWAC tournament champion, and it's going to be the Grambling State Tigers. I think they're going to be playing in a regional this year, and they've already proven they can win the event. They were the 2024 champions. They consistently finish in the upper half of the standings, and most importantly, they bring elite conference power numbers into a tournament built on momentum. Yes, the pitching is a question, but tournament history says upside often beats safety. If Grambling gets average pitching for one weekend, their offense gives them the highest ceiling in the field. That's why I'm thinking Grambling State is going to win in 2026, and they're my official pick. Next up is Player of the Year projection. Andre Martinez. In SWAC games, he hit .390 with 17 home runs and 57 RBIs. These are video game numbers in conference. And he was a postseason story too, including the walk-off moment that defined their title run. Now, it's on to the projection for my SWAC Pitcher of the Year, Kenny Fabian of Arkansas Pine Bluff. We talked about him earlier. My Pitcher of the Year projection is him because in conference play last year, he had a 1.9 ERA with 66 innings and 3 complete games. That's ace in a tournament production. So that's SWAC baseball heading into 2026. Big regular season records, real offensive firepower, and a tournament format that invites chaos. I'm taking Grambling State to win it, but I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you riding with Grambling or trusting a safer seed when the tournament starts?